soon. Maybe I'll watch those. Maybe they'll talk more about the politics. I don't know. James Cameron, he's a businessman and an artist. I know he has liberal leanings, but I'm sure he's going to try to balance his preaching with, you know, making a good movie. Make it entertaining. So, be interesting to see what kind of lessons he wants to teach us in the next Avatar movies. So this is the year 2022, by the way. I think next couple of years are when a few sequels to Avatar are coming out. Obviously COVID, he was planning to take a long time anyway, but COVID-19, I'm sure that affected his schedule. It was funny, I think he was done with the filming like 2 years ago, but you know, it's a lot of work making a good product. But yeah, man, look at all the different colors here. It's not spray paint, these are natural colors. But it's weird how the rock on the right is reddish, the one over here is more of a olive green. Fascinating. It used to be I didn't know where so many caves were, so I'd go do some of the caves I did know about, like once a year. So honestly, I could almost recognize every cave just by the colors of the rock. You show me a picture of the rock, and I'd be like, ooh, look at that shade of red. That's Arnold Ice Cave. But yeah, I've been to so many caves now. They're all different. But yeah, I just do them every 2 to 5 years. Haven't really been able to memorize them all. It's on my to-do list to memorize the unique colors of every cave on the planet. That'll give me something to do for the next 2,000 years. All right. Yeah, even here, whoops. See, it's kind of red here and then greener up above. So it's like the inner layer. Well, it's kind of hard to explain because there's two different in you could think about. Oops, hang on a second. Look at that. That's big enough I could probably crawl down there, see what's down there. I'm not going to bother. I don't have knee pads. I doubt it goes very far anyway. It's basically talus area. But yeah, but it's kind of funny. There's two different ways to look at inner. If you're talking about into the cave, then it'd be, you know, towards the center. But if you're talking about into the rock, then you're going away from the center of the cave into the solid rock. So I should probably not use the word inner layer, because you got to 1 and 2 guess which layer I mean. I thought I heard voices ahead earlier, but it must have been my own echo. Since it's not smooth in here, my voice doesn't echo that well. If you're in a really smooth cave, your voice can echo really far. That's why if you go through Ape Cave, it's really, really smooth. So sometimes people yell so they can hear their own echoes. You don't realize that there could be bats. I try not to confront them and tell them, because then I'd have to prove they're bats. And last thing I'm going to do is prove, you know, show these people where the bats are. Of course, I have on some of my videos revealed where the bats are, but the thing is, well, it's too late now. I'm not going to go back and delete the videos. 2, most people don't watch my videos that carefully. It's not like anybody goes through it frame by frame and say, aha, there's a bat. And the other thing, bats are free to move. Obviously, they can go from spot to spot, especially summer nights. Look at the curvature here. So yeah, even if I showed you where there was a bat, keep in mind I'm like 8 months behind in uploading my cave videos. So yeah, even though this is late August, I'm still uploading videos, I think from last January or February. So yeah, any bats that I showed you, they're long gone by now. Especially since that was winter and this is summer. What I would really like to do if I live closer to some caves, go back to the same cave more often so I can keep track. How often do the bats really move? Do they go to a different spot every night, or they come back to the same spot every night? They don't make nests like birds. Obviously, birds, they make a nest. They come back to the same spot for a long, long time. Especially like bald eagles. Bald eagles, they form a male-female mating pair, and they'll stay in like the same nest for their lives. I think they live like 20 to 30 years too, so yeah. Of course, eagles, they really like the high ground, really high trees and stuff, so American bald eagles, they're pretty limited where they can stay. Bats, they don't just sleep in caves. I've seen them sleep in old buildings. I heard they sleep in trees, so I don't think I've ever found a bat in a tree. They'd probably be way too camouflaged for me to see them. Notice I'm like walking on a ledge. To the right is the actual tube, and what I'm standing on is to the left is the breakdown rock. I don't think this is going to be the most interesting video because it's like non-stop rock. It'd be like driving down the road to get a video of the pavement. Hopefully you'll appreciate some of the things I point out here, like how it's kind of brown below and then one little island of rust. So now I gotta figure out how to get down here. The funny part is this cave is so huge, but the entrance is so tiny, I won't be able to see natural light until I'm almost to the end. It's not like some caves. It's a huge cave with a huge entrance. You can see natural light from the entrance hundreds, maybe 1,000 feet away, depending on how straight it is, how curved it is.